Hi, welcome to the Brush and Boltgun. Today we're going to be doing a short tutorial on how to base Nurglings. First things first, we're going to be gluing the rearmost row of Nurglings onto the base. As you can see, once they're all together, they take up that kind of area. So we're aiming for this back row here to be just on the very edges of the base. So for this we're going to be using Tamiya extra thin cement. Putting plenty of that on the bottom. Now, a good thing about this is it will start to evaporate almost straight away, but once you've glued or placed it in position, hold it down, you can then go down around the edges of it, put a little bit more in. It will go straight into the cracks, which is one of the reasons I love this glue so much, and start to stick that plastic together. What we're going to do is wait for that to dry, and then we're going to work on the first part of the basing around the back of the Nurglings and just on this front section here. Okay, there's only a couple of minutes gone by and already that's stuck on. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is using Citadel Stirland Battlemire. It's quite a thick textured paint, and we're going to be using this for the rear sections of the basing. The reason I'm doing this is the army that I'm doing with the Nurgle Daemons have all got grass at the front of them, and then sort of like a swampy kind of texture at the back, and that's as though the plague's affecting the land around them. You really want to get up into all those little gaps around their feet and onto the flattening round, so there's no discernible join between where the Nurgling base attaches to the black base. There you go, like so. Also, we're going to be doing a few little bits, because it's raised up behind them. I want to try and make a few little pools. We're going to put some AK Diorama Puddles fluid, which makes them look kind of like manky, stagnant puddles. So we're going to do some of those behind the Nurglings, as though the ground's really, really rotten, really horrible where they've been. So we're just going to make a few little puddles there. Like so. Now what we're also going to do is, while we've got them like this, do this front section here. Doesn't really matter too much about the edges, because you can get to the edges once the second lot's glued in place. The main parts that you want to be doing is these very middle bits here. A bit too much on a brush there, because you won't be able to once they're glued together, it'll be very, very difficult to reach these inside parts. So even if you just paint it brown, there's only a little bit of texture there, that's fine. It's just to give it the overall colour of the base, so that it all blends in together and you can't see any of that discoloration in the middle. Ooh, bit of mud on the leg there. While we're doing that section as well, we're also going to do the Battlemire on the back of this row. Same thing again, you're just covering the areas where you will be able to see it once it's glued together, but you won't be able to reach it. Like that. I'm going to leave that to dry, and then once they're both dry, we'll stick them together and just touch up the very edge of the ridge there. With the Stirland Battlemire now dry, we're just going to glue this one into place along with the first one. Again, we're just going to add a little bit more glue around the edges there. That will soak underneath the base. I'm just going to give that 5-10 minutes to dry, and I'll go on and do the next layer. Okay, now that the middle row has dried, we're just going to add a little bit of Stirland Battlemire to the cracks between the two pieces. Fill those in. Like so, and then we're just going to put the same on the other side. And do the front area here. Like so. And we're just going to put on the Stirland Battlemire on the rear section of this piece. Like so, we'll do the front while we're here as well. There we go. Once this is dry, we'll come back, we'll fit the final piece in and then work on the front of the base. Okay, now we're going to be adding the final part of the model, and that just fits in there. As you can see, so you can make sure that the arm and the horn line up before you glue it in place. Just add some more of the glue to the bottom of that, and the rear of it, which joins onto the other piece. Like so. What we can do, just add a tiny little bit of glue to the arm there, a little bit to the horn. I'll join it into the right place. As with the other sections, just add a little bit of glue to the bottom and I'll soak underneath. We can then add a little bit more Stirland Battlemire to it. Now just going to work a little bit of this Stirland Battlemire into the gaps and the creases around it, just to hide any of the joins, so it looks a bit more like one piece. Next we're going to be using a little bit of Lustrian Undergrowth. I'm going to be using that just on the foreground. Like so. Next I'm going to be using a little bit of AK Puddles. I'm going to be using this just to make some stagnant water in the pools behind the base here. All we're going to do is manipulate that into the hole there and spread that out to where you want it. leave that to dry. Now Mike's going to be doing a tutorial on how to use this properly. This is the method I use for it, but Mike's going to be doing a proper tutorial on how to use the AK Puddles. Okay, you can see where I've used the AK Puddles. We're just going to add a little bit more of the AK Puddle to that and build up a few more layers just to fill in these little puddles here. That's just using a paper clip there to manipulate it. Like so. One thing we're going to add to that while it's still wet is Carrowbird Crimson, and we're just going to do a few little streaks so there's some blood mixed in with that water. Like so. At the front, all we're going to do is add a few little pieces of greenery to the Lustrian Undergrowth. I'm taking one of these little ones, and Mike's done an excellent guide into sticking the static grass down. I'll link that video below. Just put a little blob of super glue on the bottom. I'm sticking that down there, like so. Just going to do one more, which is a tuft of more regular grass. I'm going to stick that at the front here. And that is the Nurglings completed. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please give us a thumbs up and think about subscribing to the channel so you won't miss any future content. And also think about subscribing to some of our other social media linked below. Thanks very much.